What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for clicking into this video. If you're here, you most likely want to know about this CarPlay display system. I just got it a couple of weeks ago and have been kind of running it through its paces, so we'll talk a little bit about what this is, some of the features, some of the benefits, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and we'll just kind of talk about whether or not it's worth your hard-earned money. For full disclosure, CarPlay sent this to me. I did not pay for it at all, so take that with a little bit grain of salt. I will try to be as blatantly honest as I can be, but I think when somebody sends you a product, you're more likely to be slightly biased, but I will try to remain objective. I was excited because I typically use my phone. You can kind of see my phone mount here in the back. There's definitely some downsides to using your phone in terms of having it on your handlebars. I'm definitely concerned about the damage to my phone, the vibration, and even with the dampening module or whatever it is on the mount that I have, I still think there's been a little bit of damage to my phone just because the handlebars vibrate so much. But I don't care at this point because my phone is pretty old. But if I get a new phone, I don't know if I feel comfortable putting that $1,000 new phone on my handlebars and getting it damaged. So I think this was a really good idea. Just look at the size of the screen. It is a 7-inch screen from CarPlay. They have different models. They have ones that are smaller. They have ones that are bigger. That's what she said. I went with the 7-inch model just because it has a nice, clear screen. And, within the first few minutes of getting it, I hooked it up to my phone via Bluetooth. It was very simple. How easy it was to just connect to the Bluetooth, and right here you have everything that your phone has. Well, you have most of everything that your phone has, at least from what I can tell. So, nice big screen. I'm gonna primarily use this for navigation and music. I love this big screen for navigation. There's a lot of times where, I'm squinting at my phone just because it's so small or it's vibrating. But from what I can tell from the CarPlay, that vibration is reduced. I can see everything really clearly. I can see where I'm going. And what I love about this is that I can kind of see the other adjacent roads. On my phone, it's kind of harder to do that because of the screen real estate. But this is nice. This is kind of like, how baggers, like road glides and street glides, all have that big screen. And now I can have one too. It's great. If I'm going somewhere and I don't really know, but I want to just kind of be able to know, hey, this looks like a good road. I can turn right here or what have you. So that's a huge, huge benefit. I've tested this out with my Cardo. I can confirm that it does work. So that's kind of nice that I can have music and navigation going on at the same time. I think there's a way that you can also have them. Yeah, there you go. That screen, which is kind of cool. Now you can see what's well, I'm not playing any music right now, but you can see what music you'd be playing, and then I can get my messages here, right here. This is really, really convenient. I have my Spotify. It comes with everything that you need. It comes with a mount, although I have upgraded my mounts to a RAM mount for, just make it more sturdy. And it comes with all the cables that you need. You can either hook this up to your motorcycle battery, or if you're like me and you don't want to do all that work, it does connect to a USB port. That makes it even more convenient because now I can, remove it if I'm done. I can basically put this on my Harley. I can take this in my car. I can take this anywhere, really, and use a portable battery. Really, really like that feature a lot. As you can see, I have it taken off the bike. It has this ball mount here. So I can get another mount, put it on my other bike, or I can actually get a car mount, and now I have Apple CarPlay in the car if my car has a USB outlet, or if it doesn't. You can see here, I have a portable battery bank. And now I have Apple CarPlay basically anywhere I go with this power bank, which is kind of cool. I will add a caveat to the USB power port. It has a need for 5 volt at 1.5 milliamps or something like that. And so all that to say, it doesn't quite work on my Harley, the USB port on my Harley Softail. I think maybe the output isn't quite as high. I'm not quite sure. All I know is that it doesn't work on my Harley. Let's talk about some of the other benefits of this CarPlay ride. Like I said, you got a nice 7-inch screen here, nice big real estate. Everything is very readable. You have this little hood to help prevent the glare. And I will say, the touch is it's pretty responsive. It's never gonna be like your phone, but you know, fairly responsive. I tested this out with my Thrash and Supply gloves. You know, pretty responsive. It's not quite as snappy as like a phone. It's only like a $250 device versus like a $1,000 phone. So speaking of other features, this is also waterproof. It kind of has to be, right? I think it's like IP7 rated or something to that effect. I don't know what that means, but it's waterproof. It does have like a slot for an SD card in case you know, you want to put some videos on there and potentially watch like a movie. I don't know, while you're riding a motorcycle. That sounds dangerous to me, but you know, who am I to judge? So I talked about some of the likes. Let me talk about some of the dislikes. Again, take this with a grain of salt because it's priced at around like $200, maybe $250 or so, depending on what model you get. There's no pinching or zooming out, zooming in, right? So there's no multi-touch capability. You'll never be able to quickly navigate as you can on your phone, right? Your phone is just so reactive. You can pinch, you can zoom out, you can zoom in, you can look up stuff. But this, you know, basically the way that I have it set is whether before a trip, I'll enter in the directions that I need to on my phone and just follow it verbatim, or I'll just kind of leave it on like this, and if I get into an area where I think, you know, there might be some cool back roads, I'll take that. The other thing that I don't like about this is, like, right now the sun is directly in my face, and with my visor down, it's kind of hard to read. I wish this had like an auto dimming feature. That would be really, really cool, but you need to go into the settings. Or actually, I don't know quite how to do that yet. And now it's getting kind of dangerous, but I can't even see what's going on here. But you need to go into the actual menu and change the brightness manually on this thing. Because if you're like riding at night, you know, you might not want it as dark. Or if the sun is right in your face and it's hard to read, you might want to turn up the brightness. So I'm going to go into Car Home, which takes you to the main menu. Now you see the main screen here from the actual CarPlay ride. So here I can adjust the brightness. And what's kind of cool about this too is if you are listening to music, you can kind of customize the EQ. So you have nice little settings as well, right? The assumption is because CarPlay Ride sent this to me for free, that I might be obliged to say, you know, only positive things, and you know, I don't want to do that. I just want to give you guys my honest opinion, or as honest as it can be, right? And so there are definitely some things that I like about it, and there's definitely some things that I don't like about it. I mentioned them all in this video, but really I just wanted to share my initial impressions with you guys so that you can check it out, make the decision for yourself. I'm just giving you guys just my personal experience from the 2 weeks that I've had it. If you're like me and just kind of need some more real estate, a bigger screen, you know, access to Bluetooth, access to your music or whatnot, like this could work. It's only, I think, like, it's only about like $250, maybe $270, but they also have a lot of discounts going on their website. I personally think it's worth a look. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope you found this introduction to CarPlay Ride helpful for those of you that, you know, have never heard of them before. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.